Hello, I'm TheNerdySteve and welcome to my movie review channel. If you like what you see, I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, or subscribing. Today we'll be reviewing Destin Cretton's Spider-Man Brand New Day in one take. So, let's go. Spider-Man is living in a world where everyone forgot who he was, and it is going exactly as well as you'd expect. Now, a new foe has emerged, one that can control people's bodies, and Spider-Man has to figure out how to defeat them while keeping those he loves safe. Now, I'm not the largest superhero fan on this earth. I've seen most of the Marvel movies, but not really any of the television shows, specifically the recent ones. That being said, I think this movie is mostly self-contained. You just need to really watch the previous Spider-Man films to get what's going on, which I appreciate. So then, how was Spider-Man? Well, it was pretty decent. Nothing spectacular, but it will give you your superhero fix. What I always have to say about these films is that I absolutely adore Tom Holland's Spider-Man. There's a very specific childish optimism and charm that really enriches his performance. He shines here like he always has in this role. And he has changed across the films. Spider-Man is very different from this naive kid he once was, and it's fun to see that evolution play out as well. If you've been a fan of Holland's portrayal before, you'll love him here. What I wish I loved more about this film was the antagonist. I'm trying to be mindful of spoilers, but they're someone who has the ability to possess and control different people. And I guess I just didn't understand their objective at times. I feel that what the character was doing versus what they wanted to achieve were at odds with each other. They could have gotten what they wanted had they just been a little smarter about it. Also, there's a scene with Spider-Man that is emotionally compelling, but comes across as needlessly cruel from the antagonist's perspective. It was a cool story beat, but probably would not have ever happened because they would have never actually done that to Spider-Man. Again, all of this is relatively minor stuff, but it did add up for me. I also think the movie is way too long. I've come to a recent revelation where I believe that movies need to really earn every minute past 90, and superhero movies even more so. The story isn't particularly engaging or unique, the themes aren't saying anything new, and the action isn't that exciting. Superhero movies can be a lot of things, but they mostly rely on spectacle. And that stretched out for more than 2 hours is a lot to ask. This movie could have really benefited from 30 minutes being cut. It seemed to want to focus on Spider-Man's relationships and his struggle saving the city at the cost of both. There's literally a several-minute-long background scene devoted to just the antagonist. This type of choice really takes me out of the main story, and I feel like it was just not needed. Overall, Spider-Man Brand New Day was a fun time. While being long, it did flow very quickly and never truly overstayed its welcome. I think every aspect of it could have been better and more engaging. The fight scenes could have been more intricate and special. The interpersonal drama could have been better focused. I think if you like the previous Spider-Man movies, you'll like this one. It doesn't do anything new, but it doesn't have to be entertaining. Also, quick note, this is possibly the most disappointing after credit scene I've ever watched. What a letdown. I'm TheNerdySteve, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, like and subscribe and comment below to tell me how right or wrong you think I am. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.